I love shooting this thing. This is the most manly I've felt doing a review in 2025. It was real gas running this thing at the range. Howdy, regulators. I'm retired no-holds-barred fighter DanTheWolfman. As the resident real wheel gun man around here, let me introduce you to a 3-inch, 7-shot, optic-ready combat Magnum made by Taurus. Fortunately for me, my Taurus experiences started in 2020 after they brought in a new CEO from Walther who made QC improvements. My first, this Taurus 692 multi-caliber has been flawless for 6 years, as has a G3C, a GX4 Carry, and a GX2. This 8.56 ultralight is my rule number 1 always gun around the house, and a perfect backup or secondary gun out of the house when walking in transitional spaces and dealing with unknown contacts. But one man, Clarence Worley, manifested the 7-shot into existence, as we see here.
I said open your fucking eyes! You thought it was pretty fucking funny, didn't you, huh? Fuck you! Fuck you, you piece of shit!
I guarantee this Taurus 66 combat will also solve any Drexel problems you happen to have if you fall in love while watching the Street Fighter trilogy. Rest in peace, Sonny Chiba. In fact, though I'm getting older, active self-protection acquired the footage of all 7 shots, saving my bacon. That all-important 17% more capacity 7-shot makes me feel a lot more confident carrying a wheel gun in the days of thugs with plastic guns and extendos in that puny Nazi Luger caliber. It takes a steely man when outnumbered, but armed with a resolve, brass balls, and the steel of a 66 combat like this, you can come out on top thanks to its 357 Magnum man-stopping power. This was a while ago, but I got a hold of footage of my medic friend Paul versus 3 thugs shown here. While Taurus sent this out to the most red, white, and blue-blooded, manly American they know I'm a stand-up guy that does honest reviews. In this review, I ran it hard and fast like I'm known for doing throughout Asia and the Middle East, if you know what I'm saying. From mild to wild, 38 plus piece hot 357 Magnums, and a variety of expensive full-power defensive Hollowpoints. Guys, digging into this review, I was instantly impressed by the fit and finish. They're the #1 company actually listening to what people want in a modern defensive carry revolver. Double action only with a concealed bob hammer, 7 shots of legendary 357 Magnum man-stopping power with a smooth yet sharp looking unfluted cylinder. A green light pipe up front makes for fast target acquisition and transitions between rapscallions. Alternatively, you can mount a plate for one of those newfangled RMSC-sized dot things. I'm not sure about those, but these aging eyes maybe will give that cyberpunk, Shadowrun, Blade Runner type stuff a try, and I'd recommend some Gideon optics, maybe a Judge 2. There's chamfered cylinder charge holes for faster reloads, whether using HKS or 5-star speed loaders or Zeta 6 K-Pack 2s to top off 3 at a time. The entire revolver seems quality with a bit of a de-hone melt job for carry. I'm particularly fond of this French cut underlug of the barrel, reminiscent of the special 3-inch magnums postal inspectors used to carry. Speaking of the 3-inch barrel that gives proper man-stopping ballistics for classic loads, almost that of a 4-inch, yet much easier to conceal. Shorter than that, and the blast and recoil from full house magnum loads really isn't worth it. Velocity from 38 plus P and 357 is likely 20 to 40 feet per second more than my 692 since this is unported. It means that mid-power magnums, like the 125 grain critical defense, will likely do approximately 1,255 feet per second for 437 foot-pounds of very controllable recoil. My splits and hits with similar light magnums were really good. Federal Train and Protect Old School load, which I fired in the upcoming range review, will likely do approximately 1,285 feet per second for 458 foot-pounds. Now is a good time to ask you all to subscribe, like, and comment down below, which is a thing that all channels, all 2A channels, are struggling with. We desperately need it. Look into my playlist and find all of my ballistics tests and revolver vids, including on this round, which is available in 50-round boxes. Guys, I got the exact same results from my 3-inch Rossi Rp63 using Dick Fairbairn's water jug formula that the FBI did in organic gel in 1990 from their 3-inch M13s. Now, recoil's too stiff in that, but you might be able to handle it in this. The PPU 158 grain jacketed Hollowpoints, which I fired, and as a good do-everything round for you in the Northwest, should get approximately 1,218 FPS for 520 foot-pounds. Versatility is the 357's game, though. You could use 180 grain hardcast if you're more worried about the woods than the hoods. Underwood's 125 grain will do approximately 1,420 feet per second for 560 foot-pounds, but split times and accuracy will likely diminish for most. On the other hand, I did a 7-shot Bill Drill plus 1 loaded all with 38 plus P Remington 125s, punch 120 grain, which is an excellent round, by the way, which I've also tested from my 856 you can find in my playlist, and finishing up with 2 of Federal's 158 grain FBI loads, which I've also tested. That may be more suitable for the elderly or females. That FBI load will do 190 feet per second for 280 foot-pounds. That was certainly enough to do the job for this female FBI agent. I'll show you right here. She used a nice flash sight picture to make hits in pitch darkness, and I commend her on her immediate reload, proof again that a 3-inch medium frame combat revolver gets the job done. We're fortunate now to get that 7th shot in the 66 combat. Sorry guys, I'll give you a look here on the other side, combat, but let me know down below what you think so far. It's really the perfect size and weight for a combat carry magnum. Contrary to what others say, my scale is saying 32.5 ounces. That's lighter than my 692 with wood grips and a good bit lighter than my GP 100, which is kind of too big and heavy for me for carry. It's lighter than the other company's 66, but with a 7th round, concealed hammer, super slick, tuned, double action only trigger that you can reliably stage. Fiber optic front, and oh yeah, it's optics ready. P.S. word on the street that excess night sights for an 856 or their gold bead can also swap right in. So let them know I sent you. Most 2.5 and 3-inch revolvers don't have a long enough ejecting rod to reliably eject hot and long 357 Magnum brass. But this thing is perfect. The double action trigger felt very good out of the box, and after about 150 dry fires, it got even better. But halfway through the range day, hammering fast 30 to 40 splits, doing defensive drills on multiple attackers, and bill drills, well, 7-shot bill drills, it became like butter. Seriously, it seemed like 9 pounds out of the box and has dropped to at least what feels like 7.5 pounds to me. But amazingly, all primers, including European primers, went bang. I was running the trigger really fast, ripping and tearing like an old carny catch wrestler. Yeah! It's the most easy to reliably stage trigger before breaking and hammer fall if you're into such things. For any Black Swan, long range, or movie-esque hostage shots you might find yourself in.
Pull through you, punk.
After shooting my hot loads into her, giggity, the screws stayed tight and all seems quality. Taurus also has a lifetime warranty if you register in the first 30 days. Learning how to shoot a double action revolver quickly and accurately makes you a far better shooter with all other platforms. More importantly, America, it'll make you feel like a real man again. We've been attacked and emasculated for far too long. Enough is enough.
My dad and I respect you, but I will put fucking bullets right through your heart. You put that fucking gun down now. God damn you, Joe. Don't make me do this. Larry, stop pointing that fucking gun at my dad!
So it's time to summon your inner Callahan, Kersey, or Bullet. Do some damn push-ups. Let's bring mustaches and sideburns back again, baby. Get my highest rated self-defense instructional called Combatives and Street Jiu-Jitsu on BJJ Fanatics. Study all my playlists on catch wrestling and MMA. This is the most ideal combat carry magnum there is with all these great features. Keep in mind, through heavy winter clothing of many layers, 357 Magnum will expand where most short-barreled 9mm may not. My early 357 Magnum Ballistics tests were through 6 layers, 4 layers of hard denim, followed by 2 t-shirts from 3-inch barrels. I suggest you sub and check out all my playlists with all my testing and revolver range reviews. While in summertime you may choose to carry something lighter like the 856, Rp63, or perhaps a slab-sided like the GX2 or the excellent GX4 carry. In winter, the Taurus 66 Combat will be one of my carries with my trusty 856 Ultralight backing it up. I've been very happy with all my Taurus and Rossi products and consider them a great value. Quality control is there, and it has honestly slipped quite a bit with other manufacturers. This 66 Combat seems fantastic. Guys, I hope I've earned your subscription and convinced you to join the real wheel gun man renaissance. I hope you'll watch the full range review and tons of wheel gun vids that I have upcoming. Also, my comprehensive pistol study that is coming doing my 25-round realistic CCW test with all kinds and calibers. Let's celebrate manliness again. Make America manly again. Like the strong characters Eastwood, Bronson, Reynolds, Kahn, and McQueen immortalize. Be the main character in your story. Main character needs a hero gun with main character energy and a 3-inch 7-shot 357 Magnum Taurus 66 Combat. Write combat down below. Has it in spades. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know what you think of it down below. It hits the 10 ring for me. Thanks, everybody.
10 ring.